Yo, what's up? It's your boy Walter Emmanuel Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger. Hey!
Hi, it's Amy Jo Johnson, Kimberly Pink Power Ranger.
Hey, this is David Jost, the original Mighty Morphin Blue Power Ranger.
And you're watching the fan club.
And you're watching the fan club. Do you know what time it is?
It's time for the fan club. Let's go! Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher, when it morphed, I made a fake one.
Cosmic Fury figures are coming, but it sounds like we will not get the complete team. Yes, folks, I just watched a video from Josh over at Toku Topics, and he is one of the most trusted guys when it comes to Power Ranger news. This man does his research, and I have been watching his Lightning Storm series for a long time now. Shout out Josh over at Toku Topics. Now, he says he has some insider information. He just kind of talked about it for a second and moved on to his next point, but he said that he did get confirmation that Cosmic Fury figures are coming. We are getting a figure line. However, he said that you're not going to like it. He said we are only getting half of the team. So there are 7 Rangers, maybe 8. We don't know yet, but we know for sure there are 7, right? He said we're getting half. So there's a chance we're probably only getting 4 Rangers. Are they just releasing 4 figures? That does suck, but this is what I'm thinking. Now, I could be totally wrong, but going off of last year, with Dino Fury, when they released the figures, I believe they only released 3 or 4 right away. I believe when they first released the Dino Fury figures, tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but they released Zato, Ollie, and Amelia, and then Boom Tower. I don't think it was till later that you got the Gold Ranger and Void Knight, and it took like a whole year to get single figures for Javi and Izzy, and then it also took like a whole other year to get other figures to come out, like the Red Dino Knight Ranger, and then you had like an upgraded Gold Ranger. It seems like they could take their sweet old time with these figures. Now, they said that Lightning Collection is going on pause in 2024. But what if we do have some more Cosmic Fury toys come out in 2024? I mean, we had some Dino Fury toys come out like 3-4 months ago for like your spring line. I'm just saying, there could be a few more Power Ranger items coming down the line. And I do believe Josh. If Josh is saying you're only going to get 4 figures right away, I bet he's right. And based off of what Hasbro did with Dino Fury, that's what they did the first time. I believe they released like 3 or 4 different toys and then your figures. And I think that's exactly what they're doing with Cosmic Fury. You've got your role play set. You've got a Megazord. And you've also got a Morpher. The one thing I like about this, though, is I hear the Megazord is coming out sooner than later. And it took a good, like, 6-7 months to get the Megazords for Dino Fury. So they fixed a few things. They're going to get the Megazords out. The Morpher's already out. I have it here. I've got it on right now. And then we have a role-playing kit. Then they're going to hit us with 4 figures. I'm hoping that they also do 1 or 2 other things, like, okay, let's say that Fern, the 7th Ranger, doesn't technically come in a figure, but what if they're able to do something similar to the Ollie Lord Zed 2-pack that they gave us last year? It came with like Ollie and his Dino Cycle, and then you also had Lord Zed thrown in there, and I don't think Lord Zed was actually in the series line as a single figure. You could do something fun with Fern and throw her in with another Ranger or a villain. And hey, if you've got extra Lord Zed figures out there, you could do something fun and say Fern and Lord Zed this year, and then you wouldn't even have to spend a lot of money on that project, and you're able to still give us a 7th Ranger. There's a lot of different ways that they can do this, and I'm just excited to be a Power Ranger fan right now while we are still getting a show and some new toys out. And yes, I do wish that we could get more toys in the line, but something tells me that they're not really focusing on Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury. They're giving us toys to keep the fans happy that watch the show, but something tells me that Dino Fury and even Cosmic Fury aren't really their main concern because they're putting all of their eggs into the new reboot basket. And yes, it is going to be a few years before we see that, but that is when I believe you're going to see a giant line. It has been a long time, I think maybe since the 2017 movie that I've been to, like a Target or a Walmart and saw like a giant section of Power Rangers stuff. It has been a while. Under the Hasbro era, there's way smaller of a Power Rangers section, but there's way less of a chance these figures go on clearance. The only time I ever see Power Ranger figures like Lightning Collection on clearance is when they're like a pink or a yellow Ranger. All of your red, green, white, blacks, they get sold right away every single time. Like the Blue Rangers always go. The pink and yellow, they're the ones that kind of sit. The Dino Fury stuff at my Target always gets bought up, either me or somebody else, to the point where like they've had the Dino Fury collection at our Target like 3 different times, because I know I bought up most of it. I didn't buy all of it, but I know I bought like 4 or 5 figures and a morpher when it came out, and then they had it again, and then that started to get picked through, and now they have more. So yes, Dino Fury line was successful because they weren't putting too many figures out. They were almost giving you the perfect amount where as a fan, it's a good amount to collect. It's not a ridiculous amount where I know I can get the whole collection if I try and save up. Sometimes when there's, 30, 40 figures to a collection, that is super hard to get every single one. Now with this one, you're able to collect them all, but for the most part, the Dino Fury figures were actually pretty good for the price point. And that first line, I think they were under $10 when they first came out. I think the first line came out before inflation. So you were able to get that first line for actually a decent price, like $8, $9 a figure. Now they're running about $11, $12, depending on where you go. Hasbro is also building some demand, if you will. The collection's small and there's only so much to get, and then it's going to get picked over and gone. And that's what happened even at my Target. They have to keep reordering it, but when it's gone, and it builds up some hype and exclusivity to it. And maybe in the future, we want to see more of a section of Power Rangers, but it's got to sell. And that's something that Power Rangers has done well with Hasbro, is they're stabilizing the brand. That's what we talked about. The first few years, you have to stabilize this. And we've always compared this to like taking over a bad sports team. Haim Saban was running this brand into the ground as the owner, similar to, like a crappy sports team that changes general managers or changes ownership, right? Michael Jordan's actually selling his basketball team, and they've been awful for years. So the next guy that comes in has to stabilize this brand, and then after 4 or 5 years of making your moves and making the team you want it to be, now you can start contending. Well, that's the stage that we're actually at with Hasbro. The first few years of Hasbro taking over Power Rangers, they couldn't really change it too much. You kind of had to stick to what is there. But as time went on with Beast Morphers and Dino Fury, and now we got Cosmic Fury, they are changing the Power Rangers formula and giving us clues to the future, especially with Cosmic Fury. They're getting rid of the comedy duo scenes, less filler. There's a lot of things that are happening with this show that they're changing. It is still in a similar Power Ranger format that we've been accustomed to, but it's also its own thing. And that's what we are going to see more of in the future. And then they're going to double down. They haven't doubled down on anything right now. They have been playing the field, kind of swimming in the waters, but not going too much on the deep end. Soon, we are going to set course. But with everything happening with, the reboot, the actor strike, writer strike, there might be a year or two period where we don't see a lot of Power Rangers stuff. And it is going to be kind of a sad time. But right now, let's go out, let's support the brand, go out and get these figures. I don't care if they give us 4 figures, at least they're giving us some. And let's go sell those out and show them we support them so we can get more. It is something to be said, guys, that they've done this before with Dino Fury. I know we've just talked about this, but they could give us that second line if the first line is successful. They've done it. So what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to do videos like this. Thanks again, Rangers, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a very special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Anime King Nick, Chaos Draco, the Arctic Operator, Dig Wyron, Roderick Hare, Miguel Ortiz, Let's Talk Sports, Papleon Oger, Roderick Ham, Jason Morazes, Willie Maloney, Louis Cairns, and Salimo Ramirez. Thank you guys so much for being a member, and if you want video shoutouts like this one, sign up to become a Gold Ranger member today. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this content, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. You can also become a member. Please join the fan club support team right now. We have a Blue Ranger power-up and a Gold Ranger power-up. This is an awesome way to talk with the fans. Join a fan club official chat group. You can also be featured in our videos. At the end of the videos, I will shout you out. That's if you get the Gold Ranger Power-Up membership. Go check it out. Go support the fan club. We love you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.